Opportunities come to everybody, but a lot of us actually miss opportunities. Why is it that some people are able to take advantage of opportunities and maximize those opportunities, while some of us again get opportunities and we miss? Do those opportunities ever come back? And how can we be able to maximize opportunities that come to us? How can we tell an opportunity from an obstacle? Is there a way we can hack when we have an obstacle and turn it to opportunity? This is Marketplace Media, an online platform that engages, equips, and encourages believers to say inawezekana. If this is your first time being here, we encourage you to hit the subscriber button. Go to Marketplace Media, please, and subscribe, like, and comment, and let us know where you're watching us this broadcast. My name is John Kimani. Are you looking for what we call a live streaming gadget? Are you searching for a CCTV installation? Are you looking for computer advice on what kind of gadget you really need? And are you looking for somebody who can walk you through those steps? Look no further. Fresh World Computers, located along Tomboya Street, along Dominion House, shop number 10C, are there for you. You can reach them on 0722 399 091. Fresh World Computers, we've got you. Now today we wanna continue with our topic today, on leadership from Nehemiah. Now, the last time that we talked about that Nehemiah was a transformational leader, and one of the ways in which he exercised his transformation, we actually said, is through prayer. Now, today we want to raise the discussion to a different direction. A notch higher, and be able to say that Nehemiah actually maximized opportunities. Somebody said that nothing is worse than missing an opportunity that could have changed your life. Nothing is worse than missing an opportunity that could have changed your life. And so it is very, very important in your life to be able to maximize the opportunities that come around your life. Very, very important. And so today I would want us to discuss how Nehemiah, in his small way or big way, was able to prepare for opportunities. There's somebody who said, if an opportunity does not knock, build a door. It is very important for us to understand that a lot of us are unable to maximize the opportunities that come into our lives. And so we can ask a simple question: why is it that a lot of us miss opportunities in life? Opportunities come landing into our lives, but again we are not able to maximize them. Now, before then, it's very important for us to be able to define what is an opportunity. An opportunity is what we call a favorable chance to do something. It is that stepping stones that actually help you to go to the next level. And for us not to miss those opportunities, then it means that we need to be alert, we need to be sober, such that we will not miss them. Now, there is an excellent article done by Amada with the title 5 Reasons Why You Are Missing Out on Opportunities. And we want to share those reasons to you so that you can be able to ask yourself, why is it that we miss opportunities in life? And number one is wasting time. A lot of us don't realize that time is running fast. And we should say quickly and right here that the quickest way and the most regular way of missing opportunity is wasting time. Now, in today's world, there is a lot of time wasters. We begin with social media, then the second one is TV, and partying. And when we spend time in fruitless and unproductive activities, life still moves on. But again, one of the other things that happens is that we miss those opportunities that could have helped us to become that which God wanted us to become. We do not read that book. We don't connect with the love loved ones, we are not able to develop that relationship. We are not able to master that skill. We are not able to develop closeness. We are not able to develop something that will excite and our customers. We just waste those opportunities. Okay, so wasting time is one of the other things, or first thing that makes us to waste for opportunities to run away from us. The second one is spending time with the wrong people. Now show me the person that you work with, show me the person that you spend time with, and I'll be able to tell you what kind of life you will be able to live. Now, opportunities will come, but as long as you are hanging out with the wrong people, of course opportunities will bypass you. Some of us spend time with toxic people, and toxic people will do two things. One is, with a toxic person, if you spot an opportunity, they will tell you this is a bad opportunity, don't grab it. They will discourage you. They will actually cut you and not encourage you to seize that opportunity. Again, they will, once they see opportunities coming your way, they will make you stay millions of kilometers away from those opportunities. Nehemiah stayed with a high quality king. No wonder when opportunity came for him, the king did not discourage him. He actually said, go for it. Remember that your network determines your net worth. So the second thing that actually makes us to lose opportunity is spending time with the wrong people. Who do you stay with? Who do you hang up around with? Who is it that you talk to? Egos don't spend time with crows. Egos fry with egos. Who do you fry with? Reason number 3 that makes us lose opportunities is failing to take risk. We need to say it right here that this world that we are living in is full of what we call is risky. Anywhere that you turn to, there's a lot of risk. And for you to be able to make life meaningful, and for you to be able to make something productive in this life, you must be able to take risk. You must go with this conviction that something can go wrong, but then I believe that I'm going to emerge. In Japanese, the word risk actually shares two symbols, danger and opportunities, and means that in life there is danger, but then again there is opportunity, and we cannot shy away from opportunities because of fear of losing it, because of fear of not making it. We always say it's better to die trying than to live a life without trying anything. Going out as a pastor and preaching the gospel to non-saved is not a cup of tea. Going out there in the market and establishing a market, trying to cut for yourself a market share is not very easy. It's not comfortable. It's not a cup of tea. But it's a worth risk, because you might end up becoming a millionaire or becoming a billionaire. The fourth reason why we fail to for some of us, why we are not able, is because of what we call fear. Of course, there is something that we have lost there, which is called which we call we talked about fear. Let's talk about fear. But before we talk about fear, is because of lack of focus. A lot of us lack what we call focus. We run helter skelter. If you write the word focus, you write focus, on one thing until successful. Follow one course until successful. And a lot of us, we run helter skelter. We begin something, all of a sudden we are disinterested, we are bored, we drop that thing. So we have a lot of things, a lot of unfinished products that actually trail, and actually they become laughing stock. God has invited us not to start things but to finish things. And then finally, the reason why we are not able to maximize opportunity, then it is the whole idea of fear. And there's so many types of fears: fear of failure, fear of looking stupid, fear of not finishing, fear of being ridiculed, and even fear of objects. There are some people, as long as water is involved, they are full of water phobia, and so they don't want to jump into it. Others, if it has to do with heights, they will run away. Others, it has to do with insects, they will not venture into anything as long as insects are involved. And we need to hear the word of the Lord every day telling us, do not be afraid, do not fear, for I am with you. And when opportunities come knocking, we don't need to be afraid. We need to venture into them. This is Marketplace Media, an online platform that engages, equips, and encourages believers to say inawezekana. We encourage you to hit the subscribe button so that every time when you upload a new video, YouTube will be able to notify you. If you're looking for a gadget, laptop, high-end phones, laptops, desktop, CCTV installation, live streaming gadget, why don't you talk to Freshworld Computers? They are located along Tomboya Street, Dominion House, shop number 10C. You can reach them on 0722 399 091. Thanks, Freshworld, for sponsoring, becoming partners of this wonderful broadcast. Remember, we are discussing leadership lessons that leaders must prepare for opportunities. Let's keep on pushing the discussion and ask ourselves, how is it that Nehemiah was able to prepare for opportunities? Because the thesis of our today's discussion is that Nehemiah prepared for opportunities. We shall list a few of the things in which he prepared for opportunities. And number one, and I believe you're following us, is that he was able to inquire. He inquired. Nehemiah was somebody who actually made an inquiry. He inquired about the problem. He asked what was going on. You cannot be able to maximize opportunities if you are not collecting information. Now, Nehemiah was what we call a questioning machine and not an answering machine. As a leader, you must not reduce yourself into an answering machine. No, it's a good practice when you ask questions. Learn to ask good questions, because questions will create interest. They will open up a conversation. They will raise issues. They will inspire responses. They will uncover needs. Good questions will expose falsehood and will reveal truth. And if you're looking to trigger growth and to trigger the birthing of ideas, then please learn to ask questions. The second thing that Nehemiah did in preparing for opportunities is that he listed the requirements. And if you read chapter 2 verse 4 to 6, you see that when the king asked him, what is it that you need? He just said it because it was in his fingertip. No, he was prepared for this opportunity. It's like what somebody said, that it is better to be prepared without an opportunity than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. Are you looking are you looking for a job opportunity somewhere? Do you want to a door to open somewhere? The question is, are you preparing for that opportunity? You want to be the next CEO of your company. Question is, are you getting prepared towards the same? You want to build a house somewhere. The question is, are you prepared such that when opportunity comes, you just be ready? The third thing that Nehemiah did is that he asked for permission. He actually was the cupbearer of the king. And of course, he could not have gone, much as he felt burdened, much as he felt pushed, without the consent, without the approval of the king. And a lot of civil servants and miss it big time at this point, because you come into an organization, you're full of ideas, you're full of strategies, you think whatever it is that you have is you have a Midas touch, but then you go about there without asking permission, asking for approval, asking for blessing from the seniors. Ladies, much as you may be anointed with wonderful ideas, as long as you have the man in the house, it is very important. It pays great dividends when you seek for permission. Number 4, very, very important, is that Nehemiah also prepared by investigating the damage. He did not jump there without having an understanding, without assessing what was wrong and what needed to be done. And so we see he did it in the night. And there's a good reason why he did it in the night. Because if he did it during the day, he would have exposed himself to the enemies. and the opposition, the intensity of the opposition that he faced later would have been greater. They would have even finished him up when he was doing this thing. And it is very important for us to understand that before you launch full scale, it is very important for you to do what we call pilot test. Pilot testing helps you to see, is my plan workable? Are there areas that I need to change? Is my plan going to grant me success? And so when Nehemiah was investigating the damage, he was simply assessing the damage and assessing himself. Do I have the right resources? Do I have the right personnel? What is it exactly do I need before I dive in and start working? Very, very important. He was simply counting the cost. And then number 5, very important, is that Nehemiah prepared for the opportunity because you could tell an opportunity from an obstacle. You know, it is very important for us to understand that for some of us, when we see obstacles, we think they are still obstacles, and we run away and shy away. Kumbe, that very thing that you're thinking is an obstacle is actually God-given opportunity. And Nehemiah was able to see that the mere fact that the walls of Jerusalem were broken down, and that the doors were also not fixed, that was God-given opportunity. It was God inviting him to get in and rectify things and repair. And it is very important as we interact about opportunities and how to tell opportunity from an obstacle. There are several observations that we've made, which I would really appreciate if you write them down. Observation number one, that most people jump on every opportunity that come their way. Most people jump on every opportunity that come their way. The end result is that they become tired, they become poor, they become frustrated because they jump on every opportunity. Second observation that we've also made is that most people can't tell from a good opportunity and an obstacle. A lot of us, when we see an obstacle, because most opportunities come dressed in the overalls of obstacles, we shy away and run away. Sometimes when a real obstacle comes, actually is a distraction. Some of us actually jump into it thinking it's a God-given opportunity. We end up again becoming frustrated. We actually become poor. We actually feel empty. Observation number 3. And so it is very important, even before we go to observation number 3, to have the discernment so that you are able to tell that this is not an opportunity, this is an obstacle, it's a no-go zone. Observation number 3, very important. Most opportunities come disguised as obstacles. Now note, we did not say that every opportunity comes disguised as an obstacle. No, we've said most opportunities. So there are those obstacles that come that they are actually not opportunities, they are actually obstacles. And it is the losers and the whiners that are learners run away because they are not able to tell the difference. You know, for those people that we call negative sayers, the whiners, they are quick to spot it. But the problem is that they cry foul, they criticize, they talk up ill about it, and so they end up not taking advantage of the opportunity. Now, but there are also winners. Now, winners are slow. Now, it's very important for you to understand that whiners are quick to spot opportunities. With winners, they are actually slow in spotting opportunities. And actually, they are also slow in making the decision whether to take the opportunity. But the good thing about them is that once they identify and they make a resolution that they are going to take this opportunity, there is no going back about it, you know. And so they are able to deal and give a blow to defeat and shame and a life of mediocrity. They are able to create a platform of honor, dignity, wealth, and prosperity. And this is what actually Nehemiah did. Now, a lot of you will ask, John, but there are those ideas that come into my head, and sometimes they are so exciting, they really possess me. I'm filled with them. The question is, how can I be able to tell a good idea from obstacles? Now, we totally believe as Marketplace Media that there are several questions that you need to ask yourself. We'll just list 5, in this order, not necessarily in any order. But you can follow any order. Number 1, when an opportunity gets into your laps, you need to ask yourself, does it fit with my purpose? Is it aligned with the purpose that God has called me to be? And for some of us, we've been called into the ministry of teaching and equipping saints. So if we get an opportunity that is not aligned with equipping the saints, of course we will not go that direction. Okay, that is very, very important. Okay, remember, your God-given purpose is very specific. Number two, you need to ask yourself to tell whether this is a God-given idea, whether you need to catch that, run with the opportunity, whether you need to shy away from it. You need to ask yourself, did God cause the opening? Did God cause the opening? That means there are things that are beyond your control. There's no human machinations and inventions that have actually made the opportunity to come that way. It is something beyond you. It just happened. You understand? And things just happen. You just saw yourself. You are driving one day, you are just working in your company, and the boss just comes from nowhere and says, there is a chance of CEO, would you want to step in? Maybe you are there, you're a janitor, you're the sweeper, and then an opportunity just comes up. There is an opportunity for anybody who wants to be the crack to apply, and you have the qualifications, and so that is done by God. Question number 3 that is very important: am I a natural pessimist? In other words, am I somebody who sees darkness? That even when angels are singing, I always see devils. A pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Now, question number 4: am I getting energized or feeling sense of responsibility? And this is very important. This is very key. That when God-given opportunities come, there is a feeling of energy, of excitement. You do those things. You are so excited. You do those things without getting tired. You can sacrifice anything. It might be uncomfortable, but you still have the energy and the excitement to keep on going. And then finally, what possibilities am I seeing from far? When you look at that opportunity that have actually opened up in front of you, do you see yourself in 10, 30, 50 years? Do you see yourself in there? How long do you think you're going to stay around that space and praise? Now, this is Marketplace Media, an online platform that engages, equips, and encourages believers to say, inawezekana. Please, we encourage you to hit the subscribe button so that every time when YouTube uploads a new video, you will be able to notice. This is Marketplace Media, an online platform that engages, equips, and encourages believers to say, inawezekana. Until next time, this is John Kimani. Remember what you always say here.